might be wrong, but I feel like I don't have what I need. So we'll just keep looking.
Good day.
Yes.
Where can I find...
They used to nowadays.
I see. What is elder...
Elder.
I think I...
Show me. Aye, that's flirtwort, all right. Let me know when you found some elderflower, too.
Farewell. What are those berries?
And ain't... Oh,
I see.
I'm not gonna go in the badge hole again. What am I doing wrong? Her basket. Her basket.
This must belong to Mrs. de Plancy.
What's with the basket?
That's not mine.
What's with the basket? Is it just...
No. I have nothing else.
What's with the basket?
This must belong to Miss... That's not mine.
Why is the basket there? Oh, it worked. It worked. Alt control. Yeah. Did it actually say in the settings? Normally they don't say that in AGS games. This goes here. All right, let's go. I guess we'll go to the Barrow and see if there's anything there. What am I missing? What am I not doing correctly? I'm so confused right now. I feel like this is a simple puzzle and I'm just totally missing what I'm supposed to do. I feel like such an idiot right now. Such an idiot. I feel like an idiot and a dingus. Both an idiot and a dingus.
That is not... A carved stone has been... I think it depicts a crescent moon. It's bolted onto the door. You're a sweet little...
I don't know why we can pick up chickens. I'll say that right now. You often feel like that when you're playing adventure games? Well, I feel like we've been everywhere, so I don't know what to do. I feel like there's nothing else to find. We just have to figure out from here what we need to do.
I can't see how that... I don't wish to
give... Vague hint? I'll take a vague hint. How am I stuck? I'm frustrated.
I really don't want a mutton pie.
Oh, really? Like, do you mean random? Like, just some random item is gonna show up somewhere? That's what I was trying to figure out, if we would find an item through random exploration, and I didn't find... I think I went everywhere, didn't I? Where haven't I looked? I think I went everywhere.
Hello?
I don't know where else. I don't know where I haven't been. I actually tried that. That was my thought. Is there something in the hole? Is there something in this freaking hole?
I shan't be visiting the bad.
No, there's not. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. Maybe we can go back up here. Yeah, maybe I missed something up here. Oh no, is it that freaking squirrel? No. That didn't do anything. I was gonna rub the poo on the apple so it became slippery. It was a good idea. Oh, it's the...
You're coming with me, little fellow. I shall name you Kenneth.
Oh. Okay. I see.
The worm has found a new...
I see what we're supposed to do now. We even saw those worms. My idea was basically the exact same, only it involved poop instead of a worm. I just want to say my idea was exactly the same. She's gonna get grossed out by the worm and she's gonna drop the apple, just like if it had poo on it. Same exact logic.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm!
Bam!
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
We just stole, we just yoinked some stuff. Okay. Could we have gotten those worms earlier or not? So that crow was supposed to apparently be an indication that there was something. I don't know. I'm tempted to moon logic that. But I'm not going to, because the puzzle was pretty clear. It was just finding the worms that was the hard part. I don't think the moon. I don't think we should moon. I don't know why the poop's there. I wish it would have had the alternate poop solution. I wish it would have had a poop solution. You know. I don't know if I've ever said that before.
I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over. There you go. Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
I mean, admittedly, we did find a lot of random items just laying around, and but I had a poop solution. So, to be fair. Oh wait, where am I going? Let's just go there. I'm gonna use my map. Even though I'm kind of annoyed by the map a little bit because you have to find random stuff.
Yes?
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try.
Is it basically just icy hot?
Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again. I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
I had to pick up worms and put them in an
Stand
apple
well back,
for
lass.
that.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
Oh, we don't even get to watch it? Jeez.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bryden.
That goat looks so chill. Look at that goat. Look at this goat. The goat looks so chill. Look, it's got its like leg out. That is a chill goat. I know goats, and that is a chill goat. That is a super chill goat.
I've had enough of worms.
What's this grave about? Huh? Like, there's so much in this game that you're like, what's this grave for? What's this? What's that? Who's that? What are we even doing? Oh yeah, the milk. Here you go. A whole bucket.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
You haven't.
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then.
Is this a place I can go back to?
Go on over. It's not much further.
Hey, there's some sheep.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then. What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
Damn. She's a bee something. Sheep.
How very bucolic. Where is Lord Panswick?
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know. By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswick, at your disposal.
You're
I
Lord
knew
Panswick?
it.
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss
I knew
Bateman?
it was Lord
A predictable
Pumpernickel.
stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
something like that.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh, for what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobb's Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite.
Ah, take that, lady.
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again.
Is a weirdo.
New world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new, a greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobb's Barrow tomorrow?
Hobb's Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Oh no!
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
Yes.
But
Farewell, my beauty.
wait!
No, I'm gonna have to yoink some cakes now.
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks. Please let us get on with our toil. If you do as his lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow.
Stolen cakes taste the best. That's true. Not that I've ever stolen any cakes before. Let's talk to her.
Good day.
Oh, another strumpet looking to find her way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
I'm nothing of the sort.
Ha! I've seen plenty of your sort before.
Stab her in the face! Stab her in the face!
I shan't lower myself to such barbarity.
Oh. Chisel her in the face.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Trowel her in the face.
I don't wish to give that away. I don't...
Oh, we can play the violin. on at her so she passes out.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Just like we did. No, that doesn't work. I don't think we can do anything. Catch her on fire.
I don't wish to give that.
No. All right. Well, don't think we can do anything. Oh well. I think we just need to get some cakes. Some tasty cakes. Let's ask her about the cakes. They're probably in the basket. Probably need to steal them.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy. Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. Duplancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently. Me thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Genius.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. Duplancy. Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley, the most dashing cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet. There's naught that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna
With
steal
God's
your
blessing,
cakes.
I'll get by.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
That's not mine to inter...
Oh.
This must belong to Mrs. Duplancy.
Where are the cakes at?
I've no time for such. This must be where the
She sets them aside, but where? Where'd she set them aside at? Huh? Let's stab her. Stab her to get her cakes.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
No, that doesn't work either.
A memorial list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Well, I don't know.
That's not mine to... This must belong to me.
Where do you think she left the cakes at? Up here, maybe? No, wait, she didn't know where the key was. She wouldn't have left them up here. She couldn't have gotten up here.
Father Roach has amassed quite the collection here. I don't wish to disturb it.
All right. Oh, she probably put him in his house. Betcha. Which we know where his house is. Maybe we'll break in and steal him. See, right here. This is his house.
I don't think anyone is home. A small plaque beside the door reads Vicarage.
Well, that doesn't work either. What's this?
I'll let the worm enjoy him.
Oh, it's the wormy apple. Now to get cakes. I have not had a Boston cream dog or donut today, actually. You know, I don't eat donuts that often, but when I do, it's amazing. I may have one on Thursday. Depends on Maybe she left them in here. I doubt it, but maybe. Where do you think she left the cakes at?
The doors look wet.
If you were her, where would you leave your cakes? Or the...
Mrs. Duplancy is... There's nothing else I would... This must belong to Mrs. Duplancy. This must belong to Mrs. Duplancy.
Boston cream dog butt? Yeah, I don't want to eat a Boston cream dog butt. Wait. Oh, that was the exit, wasn't it? Okay.
I really don't want a mutton pie.
Wait, who is that? Who's this?
Good day.
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting.
Ralph.
What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No, thank you. I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Oh, he's supposed to be like somebody we asked for help.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Hello again.
Miss Behrman.
Thank you for...
I'm looking...
Ah!
I can't think of anything. I'll let the worm enjoy.
Need cakes. Need cakes. Maybe we just need to use something on the basket. That's what I'm thinking. We need to somehow use something on the basket. But what?
That's a peculiar idea. I'm not sure. That's a peculiar... I'm not sure they would... That's a peculiar...
Or maybe not. I don't know.
This is my father's journal. What do you make of these sketches?
Queer things, aren't they? Bordering on blasphemy, if you ask me. That book shouldn't be in a place of worship like this.
I've no time for...
That's all I gotta say.
This must belong to Mrs. That's not mine to interfere.
Just take her stupid basket. Jeez. Why do you have to make this so complicated? Just steal it. Push the old lady down and steal her basket of goodies. Jeez. The heck? What's left on my list, by the way? I gotta convince her to bake puddings. Oh. That's what I have to do? Convince her to bake them? Well, how would we do that?
There's nothing else I...
How do I convince her to bake puddings? Interesting. Give her a smooch. I feel like I could give her a good lie too. Like, I feel like I could lie to her about stuff.
I'm not sure they would...
Here's a trowel, chisel,
I don't wish to.
lantern.
I'm not sure they.
Show you the note. Here's the note.
I'm not sure they.
One of these things.
I don't wish to give.
No. This thing.
I don't wish to give that.
Exactly. That's what I was saying,
I don't wish to give.
Roy. What the heck?
A memorial list. They stretch back several. A memorial. This must be where the local vicar sacrifices the newborns.
Nah.
The pews are contained within compartments that can be locked. I've seen a similar design in other Norman churches around England, but this is a particularly impressive example. Locked. Locked as well. I think they all might be. They are still locked. I'm not sure what that would achieve.
I break the locks, obviously.
No, that won't. No, that won't achieve. I can't think of anything.
Oh my god. This game is getting there's a little bit of convolutedness to this game right now, but you know, it's still fun. It's just getting a little bit, you know,
I'll let the worm enjoy.
a little bit convoluted.
Hello again.
Miss Be-
Thank you for.
I'm looking.
Goodbye.
See you.
Nothing in here that would
I've
help.
hung my dress aside from that.
Don't think anything in here would help. What do we need to do? How would we convince her to bake? How would we convince her to bake?
It's probably. I really don't want a mutton pie. Good day.
Freshly sell it would miss like.
No, thank. Good day.
Hey up.
Does the name Sack?
Never heard of it.
Thanks for your time.
Aye.
She said her husband was a cobbler, right? Didn't she say that? I mean, how does that help us though?
Finally, Beaufort.
Did I not listen to something well enough, or am I just really confused? Wait, what? Large flowers.
Some fine-looking flat. Some fine-looking flat. Some fine-look. I've no time for. They have some decent equipment. That is well out of my reach. It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps? It's a symbol. I don't wish to provoke. That is well out of. Some fine-looking flowers. I've no time for. Thank you for bringing...
You're welcome, Mum.
I'll let her get on with it, though what exactly she is sweeping up remains something of a mystery. I've no time for... How very bucolic.
Oh, man. How do we get the freaking pies? That's the question now.
There's nothing else I... That's not mine to...
Have we stumbled upon to the moon logic part of this game? Do we just have to go around and talk to every single person until we find the one person we're supposed to talk to? Is that basically the goal here? Let's find out.
Hello? Is anyone home? He's not answering.
Well, that's not it. Am I dumb again? What's this?
The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque on which is inscribed the name Albert de Plancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now?
Hello?
Okay.
My name is Thomasina, and you are...
Now then, that's none of your concern, love.
What do you do around here?
Hey up, you're not scared of sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard. Dig the graves. Ha!
What can you tell me about the church?
Aye, it's a church.
Quite. What can you tell me about Bewley?
Not much around here, love. Not worth mentioning to you, like.
I see. Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. de Plancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
The simple wooden cross bears a small plaque on which is inscribed the name Albert de Plancy.
Let's steal it.
The simple wooden...
No. Alright, well, something happened with his grave, apparently. Alright, well, is that enough to get us to...
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. de Plancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. You were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
Okay, I know where that is.
What does a hippeastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems
I know exactly
topped with
what we're
large
looking
red
for.
Flowers. Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippeastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. de Plancy. Thanks for your
Lord be...
You better bake me some cakes. If I find some, which I know exactly where they are. They're right here.
These matched the description of the flowers Mrs. de Plancy mentioned. There's no scent.
You get away from my hippeastrum.
Ah, apologies.
Move!
Well, that confirms it.
So what, do I tell her? Or do I like distract her do I stab her in the face now?
I shan't lower myself to such barbarity. Those flowers, may I please take one?
Are you deaf and daft? Bugger off!
Okay, stab her in the face now.
I could just pick this up. I'll have to find a way to distract Miss Fenchurch. She's watching me like a hawk.
God damn it.
No, that won't. I've no time for frolicking with the flock. I've no time for how very bucolic.
Let's stab a sheep. No, we wouldn't do that.
I'm not sure they would. That's a peculiar.
I can get her to do something.
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippiastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me, or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them. Sorry, Mum. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
The milkman?
Aye. We were to run away together today.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
I'm sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum? Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
Wow, this is so.
Goodbye.
This is such an adventure game. It's just task after task after task, just stacked on each other. My God, the number of tasks. I think we've got like 10 tasks stacked on each other. It just keeps going. It won't end. All right, let's see if we can find this guy. I hope he's not here. Maybe he fell in the hole. We just need to find this guy. See where he went.
Time for a juice.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Aye, I do. Why'd you ask?
Isn't he normally here at the market?
Aye, he's normally 2 pies in by now. Don't know where he is. I'm sure someone around here must know where he is.
Goodbye.
Let me know if you get hungry now, lass.
Good day.
I
Care
do
to
like
buy
this
some
game though,
apples?
Lars.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Eddie? Aye.
Have you seen him today?
No. Well, maybe his milk's gone off. I hope so. Might mean some of his customers have some spare coin for me veggies. Ah!
Goodbye.
You know where I am.
Mutton pies!
Your rotten veggies. Wait, she's gone. What about the blacksmith?
Good
Why
day.
would he know anything?
Hey up.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
He's here every market day.
Except this one.
Aye. I haven't seen him today.
Any idea where he might be?
Not in the slightest.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Well, that wasn't helpful. Oh, maybe that guy out there knows. What about that guy out there? This guy who...
Good day.
Hello there.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
I do, yes.
Have you any idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Thank you. Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Okay, so is he saying go east and maybe we'll find him now? Oh, this was the right way.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here. I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not. You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood. I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed.
Was there a rat? I need closure.
Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? "William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece." Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. We talked about this one already. The red urn you buried in the garden for me. It seems like such a long time ago.
Well, what else we got? That's a large urn, tiny urn. Man, I can barely see these things. It's so dark.
This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich. You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Alright, that means we're going the right way, by the way.
There's something ahead on the road.
Oh! This way that we almost can never go.
My God!
What the hell?
Mr. Ambrose! I'm going to help you.
What's happening? What's happening?
What cruelty is this?
I got a knife.
Please hold still. I'm going to cut you free. He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further. His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act. After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
Who were lost in visions of hell. of hell itself. The devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
My love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand. As we made the arduous trek to Panswick Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
My love.
Eddie! Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
The cheek!
Here you are, Mum.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Aye, thank you, lass.
Get
Let's
right, nerd.
go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Hey,
Good luck, you two.
it's a rake. I want it. Oh, I can't take it. Oh, I wanted a rake. Or whatever it was. But I can't take it. Oh well. It's all good. Okay, things are starting to get spooky. He got eaten by flowers.
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to
Bake
Albert.
me cakes.
You'll come with
Bake
me,
me
won't
cakes.
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
Now it's raining? When did this start?
The things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so. Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear.
Oh.
It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet.
Yes.
Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
got it. We got the cakes. I knew they were. We could have just pushed her over and stole them. I knew it. I knew we could have.
Here they are.
I knew it.
The vision returns.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. de Plancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
You are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course, I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
Lord Panswick.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my every whim. Or do I?
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
I was gonna eat one anyway.
Why not?
Splendid. I'm glad the rain doesn't put you off. You like to live a little dangerously, don't you, Thomasina? Let us stroll to the beck.
That sounds nice.
Romance? What? This isn't romance.
We
this
walked
is
side by
eating a
side down to
cake.
the beck, his hand occasionally brushing my own.
I wasn't going for romance. I just wanted cake.
Despite Lord Panswick's entertaining company, I had an overwhelming feeling that time was being wasted. We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind.
How was the cake? I'm missing something from this narrative.
Father, could he be saved from his suffering?
Was the cake delicious? Oh, man.
Was the answer to be found within Hob's Barrow? I ached to find out.
But was the cake delicious?
I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings.
Oh, there we go. There is narrative about the cakes. She was so distracted, she didn't even know if they were
Seemingly
good.
disheartened by my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswick soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
Yes, I'm asking the important questions.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hob's Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
Thanks, Lord
We're finishing up here,
Pumpernickel.
miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
Uh-oh. It's getting spooky.
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark.
Spooky music.
Cold. Time to head back to the plough and furrow.
Spooky music. It's spooky. Oh yeah, we gotta see the performance. That is true. But the music is also spooky. Listen to the spooky music. It's spooky. Is the map available? Oh, it is. We could just fast travel there, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go the normal way. Oh, it's so spooky. I like this fog effect. It actually looks really good. Like it does. With the light and the fog. This fog effect looks pretty spectacular. I do like it. I do like it. All right, here we go.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Your lordship.
It's Lord Pumpernickel.
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
Why not? It's been a long day.
Why not?
Splendid. You heard the fair lady.
It's one drink. Nothing bad could possibly go wrong. And it's one drink.
Thank you.
Everyone, raise your glasses to Miss Bateman.
All right, boom.
May she conquer Hobbs Barrow and find all that she desires.
Up the counter.
Hip hip.
Hooray!
You don't wish to join me in a beverage?
Oh, you go ahead, my dear. Alcohol does not sit well with my constitution.
I thought
Thank
we were
you, your lordship.
sharing
I
a
needed
drink.
that.
I aim to provide you with whatever your heart desires. I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves. Mr. Shoulder?
Your lordship?
Where's he? Is he playing?
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Let's talk to this guy.
Miss Bateman.
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Marvellous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistance?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the Plough and Furrow.
Really?
What else can you tell me about this Sax knot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sure the locals have filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
It's true, I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out, huh? Just me and me hens. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before my health went to bugger, eh?
What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
Goblins.
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
Is there anything else I should know about Hobbs Barrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so. If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age. Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
Good for you, Bravestar.
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villagers to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want fun out here.
What do you make of Lord Panswick?
Wait, why am I asking about all these people?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass. I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologize.
Why did you say it wouldn't be a problem getting the right to excavate? That's what I want to know.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Same.
You've changed your tunes, Stanley. An exciting time for Bewley. I thought you didn't want me to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Well, what can I get you?
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
I don't
See you
believe
soon.
you. Hey, it's you. I remember you.
I'd like to avoid speaking to her. Maybe she didn't notice that I swapped the herbs, but it's not worth the risk.
Hey, it's you.
Tom, I've seen her.
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside, in the alley.
Oh my god, it's that.
He's stinking drunk, but let's hear what he has to say.
Alright, I'm gonna save. Save! Drunken alley talk. There we go. I must admit, I really am curious where this game's going.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologize to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man. He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what he were on about.
Oh?
Aye. Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited. I concentrated. And it finally came back to me.
Please, you're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Oh, we got flashback. There he is. He's drunk in the woods. Hey, it's Lord
Hurry now,
Pumpernickel.
Leonard.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes, yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
Aye, and it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days?
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No, no, no. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She would laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bit.
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something? Ah, a moonlight tryst. After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle. Don't make me ask twice. I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard. It's sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks.
Well.
I'd rather not.
Freaking well. There's also still poo on the ground. Gross. Oh, he's playing. There we go. Here's the show. I can't hear it. I don't know if we're supposed to. I think our drink got drugged. To ask the devs who actually sings this song. Okay. Cool. But you forgot? Or you didn't? Haven't yet? Oh, now we're in bed. And our candle's burning. I feel like it's a bad... I still feel like it's a bad idea to keep a candle burning by your bed when you're sleeping. I just feel like it's a bad idea. But maybe it's normal, so in case you have to get up, you have a candle. Hey, it's Goblin. He looks kind of like a cat.
So, Thomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Good. Now listen.
I'm listening.
I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sack's not what cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, I were not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
But how do I...
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
This doesn't sound right.